Good morning, children. So let's start question number 4. B, gravitational force. A, we have completed, that is muscular force. Gravitational force. It is the force that that force that is exerted by exerted by the earth on every object which is near or on its surface near on its surface. So for example, let's write its example. Example is an apple falling from a tree branch towards the ground is due to gravitational force. Okay, so let's write down this. Second is mechanical force. See, mechanical force. Mechanical force. Okay, so let's write about mechanical force. The force exerted generated by the means of machine of a machine is known as mechanical force. It's known as mechanical force. So let's write its example. When a car when a car gets started, its when a car gets started, its engine creates a mechanical force on the mechanical force on the tires that help the car to accelerate. So here the movement of car occurs due to the force generated by the force generated by the machine on the tire. Machine on the tire. Okay, so this is the answer. Note down this, see. Then fourth is D is electrostatic force. Let's write down this one is. Then next one is electrostatic force. Okay, electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. Okay, electrostatic force electrostatic force is the force that exists either between the two charged bodies or between a charge or between a charge between a charged and an uncharged body and uncharged body. Okay, for example, its example electrostatic force, the charge scale attracts the pieces of paper by a non-contact force known as electrostatic force. Okay, write down. Next is the force of friction. The force of friction. Okay, the force of friction. Let's write down about force of friction. The force of friction in which the force which acts opposite to the direction of motion of a body, motion of a body is known as the force of friction. Force of friction. Okay. Example: a ball is rolling. A ball is rolling. A ball is rolling on the ground. Stops after some time because of frictional force. Because of frictional force acting between the ground and the ball. The ground and the ball. Okay. Write down this one, and last one is remain, that is magnetic force. Okay. So write first this. Magnetic force. Okay, magnetic force. The force exerted by a magnet. The force exerted by a magnet is known as magnetic force. Is known as magnetic force. Example: separation of magnetic substances, and non-magnetic substances. Magnetic substances from mixture, okay? From a mixture. Okay, children? So this is about question number 4, that explain in your own words, giving one example of each. So let's continue in next question, question number 5, why, in our next video. Okay, so bye everyone.